These are the Pink Robin switches from Amphion. This is the latest iteration of the never need to lube again switches. And they sound pretty good. Before we get started, this is a KFA board, these are KFA switches. This video is sponsored by KFA, but my opinions are always my own. Honestly, cannot remember the last time I sat down and lubed and filmed switches, and I'm a happier person for it. This new switch manufacturer, Amphion, has been making a splash. They made the matcha latte switches, and now they're doing the Pink Robin with KFA. This switch is special because it's a different spring weight, 63.5 gram, 20 millimeter. That's actually by preference. I like it a little bit longer, and 63.5 gram is like the middle of the road feel for me. Any lighter, like a 60 or 62 gram is too light, 67 gram and heavier is too heavy because my fingers are weak, even though I got the muscles. I don't work on my fingers like that. The Pink Robins have great tolerances, long PP pole sound, the springs are not crunchy from the factory, and they're overall ready to go. Their factory lube is a bit heavier than the matcha latte, so they should be a little bit thockier. You want the thock? Pink Robin might be the way to go. What makes them special? How about another follow-up question? Can you, with your advanced ears, finely tuned to the most artisanal switch sounds, can you tell the difference between a BCP, a Zaku, Imo-Go-Go Linear, and the Pink Robin switch? They should all be a little bit different, right? You got the BCP with the signature cherry nylon sound. You got the Zycos, which are the best switch ever. And can a Pink Robin factory lube keep up or even beat these other switches when they're lubed and filmed? Let's test your skills. Here's the Pink Robin in the FBTKL with force break and no case dampening. I strategically took out the case dampening to really showcase what a long pole can do to a hollow board, and not because I lost it months ago, okay? Long poles, in my experience, especially with the SAT75, which is a little bit hollow, it kind of masks the hollow sound. That's a nice top mount sound. I dig it. Let's hear the full sound test. It was definitely the sprinklers. All right, now you're primed. Are your ears as good as you think they are? And can you identify the famous Zakus and BCPs from a lineup of switches? We tested this on stream. My same mic setup with a condenser microphone that's pretty high quality, not the most expensive where you hear too much, and not the cheap ones where everything sounds the same. We have the BCP, the Imo-Go-Go Linear, the Zaku, and the Pink Robin. These are in a Keycaps with no foam, so you can actually hear the sound of the switch and not just hear foam, P-foam, whatever. Even though you're in this video, let's play along. All these tests are compared versus the matcha latte because that's what I had on hand, but I want you to compare to see between Amphion switches and the Pink Robin, can you tell which one's the lubed and film switch? Let's play along. Matcha latte, switch. Is this the Zaku or is it not? If you guessed it's the Pink Robin, you're wrong. Imo-Go-Go. Now you have three options left. Lubed and film BCP, lubed and film Zaku, factory lubed Pink Robin. If you're good, you should be able to hear the difference. Matcha latte. Switch. Eha said, I'd be surprised if the BCP sounds this thin. Suck it, Eha, that's a BCP. This one, now this one's important. The end all be all. Can you guess, without a 1v1, if a switch is a Zaku or Pink Robin? Keep in mind, you're comparing this with a matcha latte. So the matcha latte should be a little bit clackier. The Pink Robin should be a little bit deeper. And technically, I've been told that the Zaku is really loud. And if they're paying $4 or $5 for a lubed and film broken in Zaku on Keys for All Market, must be good, right? Matcha latte. Switch. Most of the chat picked the Zaku, and the answer is the Pink Robin. The factory lubed Pink Robin is so good that you can't even tell how it sounds versus a freaking lubed and filmed Zaku. Zakus are BS. Bro, the Amphion switches are fire. I would like to reiterate that most modern switches these days are fire. Matcha, Zaku, Pink. Zaku, Pink. Matcha, Zaku, Pink. I know it's a QK65 and it's gonna lean a lot gasket area deeper. This is a very popular keyboard. A lot of people are gonna like this sound and feel, and the end result is it's a long pole driving the sound. I highly prefer the switches with good stock springs, don't need filming, have full sound and consistent factory lube. If you like the black and pink colorway and good long pole sound, the Pink Robin is a clear winner, especially if you like the 63.5 gram spring weight, because you're not opening these, and the typical recommendation that I give, which is to spring swap every switch, kind of doesn't apply when you're trying to use these switches stock. Switches these days are just good. Don't feel pressured to buy a brand new switch because someone's shoving an affiliate link down your throat. But if you need something today and it's your first keyboard, you can't go wrong with a Pink Robin from KFA. Don't worry about lubing because you'll probably mess up your first batch of switches anyway. Grab these switches, throw it on the board, and you're ready to go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.